what I predicted would happen actually happened. So, goodbye, Sabi and Vergeben's credibility. Nobody will really miss ya. 4chan text posts even have like a little bit more dignity to them than they do. Let's get a little wisdom from our old friend George H.W. Bush right here. We're gonna say today,
it's clearly a budget. It's got a lot of numbers in it.
Damn straight, HW. Now, since essentially all the Smash leakers' reputations have been absolutely destroyed because of the Game Awards, I just wanted to take the time now to sort of go over sort of the last remaining sort of big leak that's been out there. It's been out there for more than a month, but I just wanted to talk about it because I just find it very interesting. For those of you who don't know, the Mii Hat Leak, which is like what I guess we're calling this, is a series of videos leaks posted anonymously online, which shows Ken fighting against some Miis with hats that haven't been in Smash Ultimate yet and haven't been revealed officially in any way. Now the suggestion, and note I said suggestion, not confirmation, that these Mii hats would suggest the presence of a fighter to go along with them like Doomslayer or Geno. Now, I think a lot of people in the community assume flat out that this is, real. These are real costumes, but I think the idea of it is being fake is probably a much more interesting idea to me. Now, we're at the point in Smash Ultimate's life where modding is like starting to become a thing, but obviously it's nowhere near as powerful as something like Brawls. Now, there is Mii Hat mods for Ultimate, and there were for Smash 4 as well, but the main problem is that there's just not been a lot of demand for it. And with Ultimate specifically, there's a lot of like technical restrictions on the modding side that pretty much put a damper in what little demand there is. Now, the main restriction that I've read about at least is the 2 megabyte file size for, I think, the model and the texture, maybe just the texture that a Mii Hat can have. Now, we can assume, right, that the developers are using some sort of compression method to get whatever Mii Hats they modeled all the way down to that minuscule size in order to fit it into the game just to save space. And as a result, the modders are having a really hard time just trying to come up with something interesting to do within that 2 megabyte file size. Now, there's 2 Mii Hats in this video that I'm gonna go over. There's the Cacodemon one, and then there's the Mallow one. Now, to be honest, the Mallow one at least, I think could potentially be modded in if people were creative enough. I mean, Mallow's head does not have a lot of sort of model detail going on, and the textures in both this video and I think in his old Smash 4 costume don't have a lot of like texture detail going on. So I really think that, given a little bit of creativity, Mallow could be made. I also think that the Mallow hat in the video has like the same physics as the Slime hat. I don't think that pushes it either way, but I just find that detail interesting. As I was doing some editing for this video, I did a little bit more research and I found something on Twitter, and it's amazing I found it because it's hard to search for stuff on Twitter unless you know where you're looking. But I found this clip that somebody had put up, and eventually a YouTube link of somebody putting the Mallow Mii Hat into Smash Ultimate as playable, and even had like a little jiggle physics going on. So my initial assumption was totally correct. But man, that Cacodemon hat, like that one, that throws a wrench in everything, because there's no way that I think that, just some random person who's not a developer could, within the current restraints of the game, make something as detailed as that and get it working without having the developer's original tools. Now, assuming that this is fake, right, that both costumes, are fake, then somebody will have had to break Ultimate's modding scene wide open in order to be able to do this, because they either needed to break the file limits of the game itself somehow, or write a compression algorithm that can get these files down to 2 megabytes or less. Now, based on this assumption, people using sort of fake leaks as a way to sort of promote their own work has actually happened before, at least in Smash. Artsy Omni, back when he did the Rayman leak, he turned around and showed people how he did the leak in an effort to sort of promote himself as an artist. But the thing is that, like, it's been a month since it's been out, and nobody's come forward to claim that they did it, like Artsy Omni did a couple days after the Rayman leak. So because nobody immediately came out afterwards to, you know, claim that they did it and then maybe give us a bunch of Smash Ultimate modding tools, that makes it more likely to be real, right? I think there's only one explanation that could explain why the person hasn't come out yet, but yet this video leak is still fake, and that's Nintendo's legal action against sort of fan projects. There's been a lot of fan projects that have been taken down the past couple months, thanks Kotaku, but I really think that maybe, you know, maybe the person who created this fake leak, if it is fake, right, that they created it and then within a couple hours or day after they had posted it, they saw maybe, you know, one of these stories and then they thought, oh, I don't want to, you know, oust myself, so they go into hiding. And, you know, because, like, when you make a fake leak like this, right, it's kind of putting yourself on Nintendo's radar in kind of the same way of, you know, preemptively announcing you're developing your fan game before it comes out. But if you look at it from Nintendo's perspective, if this is a preemptive announce to modding, then Nintendo really has no reason as of now to take it down, because there is no actual mod that exists to back it up, and, like, it's not hurting anybody, it's just an image of some hats. Like, it's not going to affect their sales, it's not going to affect the online experience of their players, so why would Nintendo go out of its way to litigate something like this? So yeah, maybe Smash Ultimate modding has come that far, but whoever made this fake leak and was going to announce mods, they just kind of see the sort of destruction Nintendo's gone on with fan projects, and is trying to lay low until kind of all is kind of, you know, quiet again until announcing something like this. I know it's not the most logical thing because Nintendo's not necessarily after mods of their own game a lot of the time, but they are after, like, fan games or, like, mods that so heavily transform the game, right? Like, you know, all those weird Mario 64 multiplayer mods. But I do think, though, that if you are kind of working in sort of this modding space and you see these kinds of stories come out, then yeah, I can understand why you're thinking that way. I mean, it still possibly could be real, but I'm skeptical with any sort of, like, Smash leaks and stuff like that. So I'm just gonna, you know, throw this in the pile and say that I think it's probably fake. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow.